and good morning, you guys. Welcome to Live Every Day. I'm your host, Liv Harrison, and I am so excited you're here. Welcome to Backchannel. This is the only place where you can listen and watch and chat with live hosts for 12 hours every day from 6 a.m. Eastern to 6 p.m. Eastern. I'm coming to you live from Manhattan. I'm in Times Square, like literally, it's right there. There's actually a big neon sign that says Times Square that keeps blinking. I think they just added it yesterday. That's kind of what they do. They add things all the time. So I'm normally in my studio in Houston, Texas, but I'm in New York, obviously, presently. And it says, is there a giant coffee pot on one of those buildings right now? Oh, it does kind of look like a giant coffee pot. Why can't I do that? I could never be a weather person. That, Anna, is this what we're talking about? It does kind of look like one. You guys say good morning to producer Anna. It's not a coffee pot, I know. Say hello, say hello. Today is a wonderful day because it is Thursday. It's April 7th. I'm only here for an hour. I'm here from 8 to 10. I am now on Eastern time. So that's it. You guys get me for 1 hour, which is fantastic because guess who's coming on today? Kate and Will. And we'll actually have Kate on at the end of the show, which is really exciting. So today is where it's like very wonderful because it's Tell the Truth Thursday. I'm a little giddy right now. I'm just gonna own it. I'm a little giggly, okay? And the reason is I was talking to Anna because not only is she the producer of the show, she's one of my dear friends. And I was telling her about my day on Broadway, because I wasn't on it. On Broadway yesterday, I was telling her some pretty intense details and I can't stop laughing. So you guys are going to get a very cheerful Liv, which you're going to be like, so that's new and different. Okay, let's say hi to everybody. Good morning to London. Good morning, No Name. Hi, Sheila out in Florida. Gregory in Pennsylvania. Delicious Horse. Doug in Ohio. Hi, friend. No Name. Adventurous Aardvark and Slimy Camel. And I see Mindy's here and Nathan's here at for sure middle school Liv. I'm not kidding. Well, and I'm not going to share what I shared with Anna. Okay, Anna, don't freak out because Anna's going to be like, please don't talk. Like, please don't. Anna's saying hello to everyone. Hello. But today is Tell the Truth Thursday. This is where you can come on this show. And by that, I mean you can chat with me and you can be really honest and you're not going to get canceled. It's very different than the rest of the world out there, which is very exciting. That's what we need in our lives. So, what do you want to share that is really true to you? And no one's going to hate you for it. This is a safe space. All right, I'm going to see what Doug's saying to me. Oh, good morning, Doug. You're drinking a Dr. Pepper, or Diet Dr. Pepper. Hi, Sheila. Good morning. The show's okay. So I do want to talk a little bit about yesterday. To tell the truth, yesterday was a great day. Oh, good, Nathan. I'm glad that you had a great day. I had a really great day. I want to tell you guys about my day in New York, and I've got a really big day today, and I need your thoughts and prayers for sure. So I did the show and then I took a nap because actually, which hopefully you guys can't tell, I didn't go to bed till like 4:30 the night before. So I only got like 3 hours of sleep. Grass pedal. Oh, did you have a bad day? Are you home? Grass pedal, are you home? I need to know. Okay. So I went to a show. I went to a play. Actually, both were plays, technically. I mean, I thought the second one was going to be a musical, but I went to Take Me Out, which Jesse Tyler Ferguson is starring in. He was on Modern Family. Jesse Williams, who's in Grey's Anatomy. And I don't know the other guy's name. He was on the show Suits. And then there were some other really famous people, but it was a baseball-centered baseball-centered play that takes place in quote-unquote 2002 with a team that isn't real called the Empires. And when I say it is the greatest play I've ever seen on a stage, I'm not kidding. It was so powerful. It was invigorating. It was inspiring. It was revolutionary, and it was life-changing for sure. So incredible play, and everything about it was amazing. But there was some acting in the later half that blew my face off. Oh, cheers, everybody. I'm having coffee. Let me know what you're having. So there's nothing like being in a theater with people and having an experience, experiencing it together, and everybody's experience is the same. You know what I mean? Hi, good morning, Casey. Welcome. It's really moving, but it was just so. It was just I gotta think of a word. What's a better word than powerful? Like I've got to think of something else. Like that was the highlight. I walked out of there. You know when you walk out of a movie and you're like in a daze and you just want to talk about it? You know what I mean? Um, but it was beyond that. So then I went to dinner at Sardi's, the really famous restaurant, you guys know, that has all the pictures of the famous people on the wall. I hadn't been to Sardi's since I was 5 years old. And I just thought that would be a nice way to treat dinner and have a nice dinner because I haven't done that in a really long time. I'm trying to make this trip very intentional, and I'll share that a little bit later. And then I went and I saw Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours. And I don't know if this reference is going to get to anybody, but does anybody remember the movie Amadeus from a long time ago? There's a scene in that film where they do a piece called The Magic Flute. This play reminded me of that. And I just wanted to say that. Guided Anaconda, good morning. Hi. It was very fun. It was entertaining. It was fun. It was actually a nice reprieve from the previous play to just go and be entertained. And with, like it was just very, I do have to say this, the stage, like the special effects were stunning. The whole stage experience was stunning. Unbelievable set, unbelievable things that they did on that thing. But was it fantastic writing and acting and all the things? No. So it was fun. It was great. It was great, and the crowd got into it, kind of like how in Rocky Horror Picture Show, the crowd gets into it, the audience is part of it. You kind of feel like that. It's very intimate in that way. So that's my take on Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. It's definitely. I don't feel like I wasted my money. It was great. It was very entertaining. And like I said, it was a good bookend to this really incredible piece I'd seen earlier. So that was my day in New York yesterday. Today is a big day. Today's a really big day where I am going to be speaking tonight with a bishop on stage. So I finally figured out what I'm going to do. It took me until now. I can't wait till I got to tell Anna. Anna doesn't even know. So that's my day. What is going on with you guys? I want to know what's going on with like your day, what you're doing. Oh, good. Sheila says, I'm super excited for today, saying lots of prayers. Thank you, friend. And Doug, yes, let me know when you have your surgery. Please, 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 please. I saw you're going to have 9 teeth pulled. Oh my gosh. Yes, let us know when. Hi, 9. Good morning, 9. Good to see you on here. Yeah, so I want to know what you're drinking today. I want to know what you're doing today. I am at one point going off to Connecticut, and I will be working tonight for sure. I kind of start at around, oh, good, 9. You're going to go play bingo. That's great. I'll start around 3, but I get on stage. Like, I think the event starts at like 5 to 9. So think of me. Okay, guys? All right. So Tell the Truth Thursday. Let's talk about what's going on and what are we celebrating for Tell the Truth Thursday? We've got World Health Day. Okay, that's great. Make some good choices, everybody. Make some good choices. Okay, Day of Remembrance of the Victims of Rwanda Genocide. I feel like that should be a bigger deal. Like, I don't feel like we should just have that, like, just kind of as a footnote. You know what I mean? Does anybody remember the Rwanda genocide? There's a really beautiful woman named, what is her name? Nathan and Anna. Oh, good gracious. And she lived in a bathroom with like 90 people. I'm not kidding. Like her story is unbelievable. Nathan will think of it. He'll let me know for sure. But her story would be great if Anna can find Immaculate. Thank you. Thank you, Sheila. Is it Immaculate? Is that how we say her name? Immaculate. Immaculate. Okay. Immaculate. Yep. Okay. Immaculate. And she has a book. Sheila, what is the name of the book? Where if you do want to Immaculate. Okay. Immaculate. If you do want to hear if you want to take today and actually honor today as a day of remembrance and to educate yourself, she writes an incredible story about her experience with the horrible genocide that happened in Rwanda. But the book is phenomenal. So Anna, if you could find the name or the title and put it up, that would be really fantastic. And then that way, if people want to dive into it, they can. Left to Tell, is that the name of it? Her book was called Left to Tell. Sheila, do you have a mug yet? I don't understand. I want to make hoodies just so Sheila can have a hoodie. Okay, today's also National Coffee Cake Day. I don't really like coffee cake. I don't know. Do other people like it? Is that a thing? Do people even do coffee cake? I feel like that's so 1950s. You know what I mean? Grass Puddle, genocide is bad. That is true. Yes. Thank you. No, it's not just bad. It's horrific for sure. And National No Housework Day. I call that Tuesday. That's called every day. Today's National Beer Day. So make sure you go have some beer. Thank you, Nathan. Have a great day. National Girl Me Too Day. Really? Today's Me Too Day? And National Burrito Day. So many things. So bizarre. Okay. Sheila, yes, love coffee cake, especially the crumbs. Oh, that's fair. I hear you. Yes. Okay. Mindy says Ash sailed away. B got his license today. To tell the truth, I'm not very happy about any of that. And I like them to be 5 years old again. Mindy, I love you so much. You know what, friend? Would you DM me? Oh, you have my phone. Would you text me your email? I couldn't think of the word. Mindy, text me your email, friend. I have something I want to send your way. Doug, it is awesome. No housework for sure. Yeah, Grass Puddle. I remembered your favorite beer. Okay, how do I say this beer name? How do I say it? And isn't this the oldest beer in America? I thought maybe Anna could pull that up. And if you have anything about beer, maybe you could pull one of those things up. How do you say this? Yunling? Black and tan? I don't know how to say it. Humble Hair. Hi, good morning. Okay, so here's what I need you guys to do for me, if you don't mind. If you could go to Backchannel and Grass Puddle. I'm not going to send her a 5-year-old. That's illegal. Okay. If you could go to backchannel.tv and talk to me there, that would be fantastic, especially if you're on a listening device, if you're on the T-Rexa, if you're on the app, if you're on Echo Dot, you can talk to me there. You can chat with me there at backchannel.tv. If you are on YouTube and Facebook, you know how to do it. It's right there. It's not hard. Oh, YouTube just joined us. I love when YouTube comes. This is fantastic. If you're on an Echo show, you can speak to your device. You can actually say, Echo, say, that's your magic word. Hi, Liv. Echo, say, hugs, Mindy. I don't know. You can say whatever you want to say. Well, not whatever you want to say. It is a morning show, everybody. So this is what makes it so different. Right now, we're going to play a game. We're going to play true or false trivia, which is one of our favorite things to do. Actually, I feel like every game we play at this point, I feel like we've sifted through the bad, and now we have all the things that we love. We have a little community for sure, and everybody's welcome within it. Everybody, okay, guys? But I need you to play along, okay? It's going to be really, really easy. True or false trivia. So if you've got an Echo show, you say Echo, say true, Echo, say false, whatever. And same with what am I doing? Backchannel.tv. Oh, come on, Grass Puddle. Well, you didn't even teach me how to say the first one. Try your second favorite beer. Lincoln Kugel Summer Shandy. Humble Hair, it's your first time here. I'm so glad you're listening. Hi, welcome. So go to backchannel.tv and play along with us. We've got Truth or Dare. Anna, did you find the name of the book? Because, yeah, Doug wants me to spell it out for him. Left to Tell. Left to Tell. I thought that's good. Left to Tell by Immaculate. Thank you, friend. Oh, you can keep up the true or false. You want to do both, whatever. Tiny Mosquito. Hi, welcome. That's the name of the book, everybody, if you want to read more about Rwanda. Okay, here we go. 6 questions today. First one, camels have 3 sets of eyelashes. Is this true or false? Camels have 3 sets of eyelashes. True or false? If this is true, this would make a tremendous amount of sense because camels have absolutely breathtaking eyelashes. Which, have you ever noticed that? You know where I noticed it? Where did I notice it? I'm trying to think. I'm like, wait a second. It had to be a film. Okay, please, for sure. Yes, everybody go to backchannel.tv. I want to hear your answers, true or false. If you've got an Echo show, you can speak to it. April, hi, friend. Please play along. I know how much you love the games and I miss you. I'm going to be in your state today. For sure. Okay, so Doug is saying false. Grass Petal saying true. Mindy's saying true. She's saying it keeps the sand out. I think it's true, but only because they have the most beautiful eyelashes I've ever seen. And you're a camel. I guess that's good. Liv is digging those camel eyes. I am. Like, if I were to invent a mascara or a false eyelash, I'd call it camel. That's not even, that's weird. Sheila says true. Sheila says true. Oh, Anna has been writing so many things to me right now, and I have not. I will come back. Okay, she told me how to say the beer. It's Ying Ling. So look at that, Grass Puddle. I now know how to order you a beer. Unique Badger, hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And that is her husband's favorite as well. Oh, good. Okay. Oh, Anna is keeping score. So remember, whoever wins this week with all the games, you will get a mug from us, which I know you're dying to have. And then at the end of the month, we're going to enter all the mug winners to get an Echo show. So everybody has a chance. Okay. All right. Are we ready? I don't know. Anna, you ready to show us what the answer is? Yes. True. I bet it's true because of why Mindy said. Like, I'm sure it has something to do with sand, right? I mean, we don't have like mountain camels, do we? Do we just have desert camels? No idea. The only camel I ever see is like at the zoo or like at the Renaissance Festival where you can like pay $50 to ride it. Oh my gosh, this is fascinating. A snail, this is question number 2. A snail can sleep for 3 months. True or false? Guys, what? Also, I have a really weird question about snails. I'm sure everyone's like, we don't care what your question is about snails. Sheila says true. All right, here's my question. All right, okay. Mindy's finishing a walk. I'll lose service for a minute. DP is authorized to answer on my behalf. Look at that. I know. Grasshole's like, that's a lot of pressure, man. Sheila, I might be able to sleep for 3 months. I've got a real question. The snail has the cute little snail shell on his back and it's curly, right? It looks very, very curly. Does the snail curl into the shell? Does anybody know? I just want to know. I just want to know if he curls in. Does that make sense? Okay, Doug is saying false. It can't sleep for 3 months. Grasspell says might be tricky and they can sleep longer. Ooh, interesting. Not Marcel, the shell with shoes on, is coming out in a full movie this summer and you're pumped. Oh, Anna, I thought you were answering my shell question. I was very excited. I wanted to know if the snail wraps into the shell. All right, April's saying false. Doug is saying false. They do not think snails can sleep for 3 months. Grasspell's saying true. Scenic Sloth. Hi, good morning. So glad you're here listening. Hop on backchannel.tv. Come play with us. We are playing true or false trivia. Huh. A snail can sleep for 3 Sure, why not? I don't know. He has his house on his back. What does he do all day? I don't even know what snails eat. I do not know the life of a snail. I just want to know if they're curly. All right, Anna, let us know. What do you think? What do you think? I think everybody's already answered. False? Okay, so here we go. Anna found the snail answer. They can sleep for up to 3 years? How do they know that? First of all, who decided to watch a snail for 3 years? Second of all, who decided to write it down? That's crazy. Stop. A snail can sleep for 3 years. Doug and April were right. That is crazy. Okay, Anna wrote, land snails have a coiled shell to which their body is attached by a strong muscle. The snail can withdraw its body completely into the shell when it's resting or protecting itself from a predator. A snail cannot leave its shell any more easily than humans can leave their fingernails. That's an interesting concept. Doug, someone that didn't have anything else better to do, for sure. Anna said, Mom should be able to do this during their first trimester. For sure. This is fascinating today. You're right, Grass Petal. It was tricky. All right, number three. Your nose and sinuses produce almost 1 liter of mucus a day, which you swallow. Ew. What? Also, who's doing this? Like, who is like, hold on, everybody. Let me get a ruler. Let me get a bucket. That's disgusting. True or false? Your nose and sinuses produce almost 1 liter of mucus a day, which you swallow. I never want to swallow again. So anything. Okay, Grass Petal, true. It drains down the back of the throat. That's disgusting. God. Anna is now just Googling true or false things that are gross. I'm just teasing. You had another funny gross one about penguins, but she didn't include it. Thank you, Anna. Maybe on the next one. Sheila says, I think it's true. Doug says true. We don't mean to. Like, seriously, I can't stop thinking about my throat now. Grasswell said true. I'm going to say true. If it's more than a liter, I can't. Like, I mentally can't even handle the question. Your nose and... Is it specifically mucus? Also, can we rename that word? Why can't we call it like fluffy or like cotton? Like something nice. I don't want to say the word mucus ever. April says false. There's a couple of words I just never say. No name. Hi. I love that no name is on here like 700 times. Great to see you. Whatever your name is, wherever you are. And I think we're all saying true except for April. April's saying false. And Grass Petal is voting for Mindy. Don't forget that. So, true. So disturbed. I am so disturbed. A liter? I really want to know how they do this. I really want to know how we watched a snail for 3 years and how we figured this out. So gross. All right, here's number 4. It takes a sloth 2 weeks to digest food. True or false? Is this a slow joke? Is this because it's a sloth? That's cute. They're so cute. Sloths. Please tell me you have seen oh, come on, Anna. What is her name? Kristen Bell. Oh, for the love of everything. Kristen Bell. Yeah, I kept wanting to say Kristen Davis. And I was like, that's not at all. Okay, exactly. It is the best. It is the greatest clip. Can you maybe just show a picture of the clip? I would watch that clip all day. You're absolutely right. I would watch the clip of Kristen Bell talking about a sloth and Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard playing the game where they're blindfolded on the Ellen show and they're eating the different food. I can't handle myself. Like, I cannot handle myself. Out of control for sure. No, but the sloth one, like, I cry with her. So you guys, Kristen Bell is an actor. She was in Frozen, of course, but she was also in The Good Place. She was in 1,000 things, but I'm just trying to think of things that people would know. And she's married to Dax Shepard. Okay, I know. And it's like, she's going to keep talking about it. And she's obsessed with sloths. I can't. And for her birthday, yes, this is an actress. For her birthday, her husband, Dax Shepard, had a sloth brought to their home because they're Brazilianers. They're both really famous actors. You can do that when you have all the money and you're attractive. Attractive people can do whatever they want. And it's fine. The video, he videoed her when he told her that there was a sloth at their house. It is the most precious thing you will ever see in your life. Like, it beats any little kid video, beats any like animal video. It is Kristen Bell in bed. Look at this. And she loses it because she's so happy that there's a sloth at her house. I'm telling you, it is precious. We can't show it because we'll get kicked off the air. It is sensational. Anyway, so she tells the story on Ellen, or Ellen brings up the story. Ellen shows the video. It is hilarious. Yeah, and it says it was hilarious because she said she just knew there was a sloth. So cute. So everybody check that out later today if you want to just smile. It is just let her smile. Oh yeah, her detective show. Veronica Mars, right? Was that it? Yes, that's a good question. What is everybody's favorite Kristen Bell role? God. Ooh, Anna. I feel like Anna and I all have the same one. Mindy says Zootopia DP sloths are my favorite. Yeah, Veronica Mars. I never watched it, but Victor Garber, I did have a really interesting conversation with Victor Garber once that I'll have to share on this show, and he played her dad on TV. Oh, Veronica Mars. Yeah, Veronica Mars. I never saw Veronica Mars. Okay, so sorry. Blah blah blah. We're back to true or false trivia. We've lost everybody. It takes a sloth 2 weeks to digest food. You guys, is this true or is this false? Sheila says true. I think that's the only one that's answered. The whole time I've been talking. I think Sheila's the only one. I even lost April. April left. I know, I'm sorry. I got, oh my gosh, it's so good. You have to, I watched Veronica Mars. I will. No, and Victor Garber, seriously, it's such a great story. He's just a doll. Just a doll. Anna is still talking. Oh, Anna says, I loved her Woman in the House Across the Street from the Girl in the Window show. Yes. I loved her in that as well, Anna. Yes, that show was fantastic. For sure. You binged Veronica Mars on Netflix. Did you see the one that Anna just said, Grass Puddle? Have you seen that show? Both were true over here. Yeah, so true. I love it. Okay, Mindy and Doug. Have you seen that one? I'm going to say, I have the hiccups now. I'm going to say it again. Woman in the House Across the Street. I had the hiccups. From the Girl in the Window. Good show. You need to binge that. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to hold my breath. Doug says, yeah, you got it, Doug. You got it. True. It takes them 2 weeks to digest their food. So they really are slow sloths. Okay. You fell asleep watching what? Veronica Mars or watching The Girl Across the Street? Whatever. Oh no, Anna's slide isn't working. I kind of love when this happens. This is question number 5. Can you sleep? Can you sneeze in your sleep? Can we just read the answer to everybody though? Even though the slide isn't working? So here's something. Well, good thing I talked so long about what's her face. You cannot sleep. You cannot sneeze during your sleep. It's false. False, false. So everybody gets this one. Everybody, how about that, Anna? It's like whenever you get the free square in bingo. You cannot sneeze during sleep. False. You don't sneeze during sleep because the nerves that trigger sneezing are asleep. That's kind of interesting. I wonder if you can't stop sneezing, if you should just go to bed, take a lot of melatonin. Oh, okay. Grass Pill, you didn't like the girl in the window staring at the door or whatever. Mindy said it was a satire, but people didn't really get that. Yeah, I gotta be honest. It took me a while to kind of get it too. Like I kind of was like, wait, what? What are we doing on this show? But I liked her in it. Like if we're just going on acting, I liked Kristen Bell's acting. Of course, I also, believe it or not, I really loved her as Anna in Frozen. I think she was spectacular, and I love her voice. She actually has a degree in musical theater. She's really talented. So I enjoyed her in that. I know that's kind of lame. Okay, Mindy. So it was funny, but not if you were expecting it to be a thriller, for sure. Yeah, I don't think people understood what the show was, and that's fair. All right, you guys, this is the last question for today for true or false trivia. The bent joint in the legs of the flamingo are their ankles. The bent joint of a flamingo leg, which, hey, we read about a flamingo yesterday. That's actually their ankle. Is that true or false? Huh. I think it's false. I think it's their elbow. Is that possible? Never took anatomy. I'm going to say false. The bent joint of the leg of the flamingo is its ankle. True or false? I'm going to say false. I don't know. Doug says false. Mindy says, why isn't the knee? I think it's false, right? And the way that it bends backwards. Does that count for an ankle? I don't know the rules of an ankle. Like, I don't know when we wrote those down what they said. This is what an ankle is. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. All right, Grass Balls, does that mean that you're false because Mindy says false? Or do you think it's true? Ooh, looky there. Going off on her own like a man. Way to go, Grass Puddle. Stand in your power. He says true. We shall see. All right, Anna, what is it, friend? Do we know the answer to the flamingos? Flamingo. True. It's true. All right. Flamingos, like humans, form special bonds that can last for years and appear to be important for survival in the wild, a new study shows. Researchers studied the birds' social interactions at a captive center in the UK. They found they tended to make long-standing friendships rather than loose, random connections. Now I don't know if I'm a flamingo or not. I do both. I don't know. Doug said, good job, Grass Puddle. Oh, look at that. Way to go, Grass Puddle. You got that one. So it is their ankles, which again, I don't know the true definition of an ankle. You got it, man. Okay. Sheila says, I demand a recount. I love it. There you go. That was our true or false. Our true or false for the day, to tell the truth. Here's something that I think is really interesting. Shoes in the house. I grew up. We have a story. Yeah, Mindy. Everybody give what is this? What is this called? A pound? Did we just call it a pound? Okay. Everybody growing up. I need to know. Everybody growing up. So everybody. Everyone. When you were growing up, fist pump. Thank you, Sheila. Yeah, what in the world? Oh, Grasswell said I'm answering for Mindy, so she gets a point as well, even though she answered on her own. Listen, Will Smith, you don't have to come and save every woman. She's her own person. I'm just kidding. Mindy, take the point. She already has a mug. We got to make a travel one for Grass Puddle. We got to make a travel one for you. You didn't tell me if you're home yet. DM me later. Let me know what's going on in your life. I know you don't like talking about yourself. And Octothorpe. Look at you. You learned so much on this show. It is called an Octothorpe. That would be funny. Don't Octothorpe me. I barely know you. Okay. Can we go to my question? Everybody out in Backchannel land, I want you to answer this. Did you grow up in your home? So go to backchannel.tv, talk to your Echo shows, hop on whatever. Let me know where you did you grow up having to take off your shoes in your home? I did not, but I do it now. Like now in my home, I never wear shoes, but growing up, it wasn't a thing. So I want to know when you were little, like not now, not as an adult person. When you were little, did you have to take off your shoes in your home? I would love to know. Scientists explain why wearing shoes inside is just plain gross. This was this article was featured in The Conversation. Doug said, okay, Sheila said, yes, she did. Doug said, I grew up in the same house as my mom, and yes, where I live now. Yeah, but did you take off your shoes, Doug? Did you have to take off your shoes? No name. Hi. I'm so glad to see you on here on your Echo show. You're really trying to be a part of this today. I want you to. Come talk to me. Okay. You probably clean your shoes if you step in something muddy or disgusting, like dog stuff. You guys have all stepped in dog stuff before outside. But when you get home, do you de-shoe at the door? Plenty of Australians don't. Maybe this is an Australian article. For many, what you drag on the bottom of your shoes is a lasting thing on the mind as one gets home. We are environmental chemists who have spent a decade examining the indoor environment and contaminants people are exposed to in their own homes. Although our examination of the indoor environment via our Dust Safe program is far from complete on the question of whether to shoe or de-shoe in the home, the science leans towards the latter. It's best to leave your filth outside the door. So if it was ever a conversation in your home growing up, whether or not to take off your shoes when you came in, like I know in the Japanese culture, there's other cultures where it's like it's part of, I don't know if is it a scientific thing why the Japanese take off their shoes? I have no idea. So I know that I had very few friends, and it always really shocked me when I would, first of all, I'm from Louisiana. I never had shoes on. I never did. I was serious. I was barefoot all the time. But in the house, I feel like I always had shoes on. I don't know. So I want to know what you guys think. Okay, so Doug said no, it didn't matter. Not only if the shoes were covered in mud. In mud, you could still keep your shoes on. That's interesting. So people spend 90% of their time indoors. God, that's sad. So the question of whether or not to wear shoes in the house is not a trivial one. It's a good point. The policy focuses typically on the outdoor environment for soil, air quality, environmental public health risks. However, there is a growing regulatory interest in the question of indoor air quality. The matter building up inside your home includes not just dust and dirt from people and pets shedding their hair and skin. About a third of it is from the outside, either blown in or trampled in or tramped in. Okay, tramped in on those offensive shoe bottoms. Some of the microorganisms present on shoes and floors are drug-resistant pathogens, including hospital-associated infectious agents, germs, that are very difficult to treat. Hold on a second. You're telling me on the bottom of our shoes, we have drug-resistant bacteria? Like, that's what they're saying? Like, are we serious? That's crazy. Adding cancer-causing toxin. Now I'm freaking out. Cancer-causing toxins from asphalt road residue. Do they still use that? And endocrine disrupting lawn chemicals, and you might view the filth on your shoes in a new light. Wow. This is crazy. Mindy says, I just don't like shoes, so we don't, but it wasn't a clean thing. It was a hippie, barefoot, comfy thing. I love that you're so hippie. You're so crunchy. I love it. Grasspell says most of it is dead skin, so you're not concerned because you're our resident scientist. Grasspell, I'll make you all the things. You're a chemist. I love it. You're whatever I say. I'm just like, you're Bill Nye the Science Guy, Grass Pedal, for all intents purposes. Okay, Lisa, hi. Welcome. First time listener out in California. Good morning. So glad you're here. So there's all sorts of things that are in our homes, you guys. And I'm not reading all that. Those are really hard words. I've already messed up so many words today. I get off the air and I have I feel so bad about myself. And then I'm like, why do I feel so horrible about myself? Oh, right. Because I had to read aloud. It's like third grade all over again. Okay. These contaminants, see what I'm saying? And most importantly, the dangerous neurotoxin lead are odorless and colorless. So there's no way of knowing whether the dangers of lead exposure are only in your soils or your water pipes, or if they are also on your living room floor. The science suggests a very strong connection between the lead inside your home and your yard soil. What are we saying? That is crazy. Grass Puddle says clickbaity. Don't worry about it, especially if you have pets. Really? I do have a pet, but my pet is barely on the floor because he's a puffball. He's a little tiny cotton ball. He stays on my bed all day. He's 5 pounds. Oh my God, I love and miss him so much. Okay. So it says, but let's be clear, although it's nice to be scientific and stick with the term E. coli, this stuff is put more simply, the bacteria associated with poo. That makes sense. So what they're saying is that you've got all this stuff on the bottom of your shoes, you're bringing it into your home, and really what you're bringing in is waste that has happened outside because you've got all sorts of animals. You've got birds, you've got insects, you've got dogs, you've got cats, and all of that is getting on the bottom of your shoe, and then you're bringing it inside. And as we all know, waste is not good. Like, you don't want to hang out in it, right? At all. So that makes sense. Okay, so there remains the issue of the sterile house syndrome, which refers to increased rates of allergies among children. Some argue it's related to overly sterile households. Yeah, but how hard is it to be an actual sterile household? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know anyone that can actually achieve that. Like, it's so, I don't know. Maybe it's from being in the South, like I said, and I just never have, I don't have my shoes on right now. Grasspole says your hands are probably just as gross. Really? Okay. All right. Listen, Grasspole says we're safe. Hi, Stacy. Good morning, friend. And if Grasspole says it, then we all believe it. So, aye, Captain. That's fantastic. Okay, great. So we're all safe and sound. No one worry about it. Wear your shoes. Don't wear your shoes. Lick the bottom of them. I don't care. It does. I tell you what. I was in the Newark airport, 2 days ago? And there was this 14-month-old. It has to be 14 months. I'm usually pretty good at like getting like the age of a kid. And he was crawling all over the floor and then sat down and dumped out goldfish and proceeded to feed himself the goldfish from the floor. And the parents were right there watching it. And I'm sorry. Maybe that is just the worst thing ever for me to be bothered by that. But y'all, the Newark floor, like the Newark airport floor. You got to be kidding. No. I can't. First of all, you shouldn't ever eat in Newark, like much less the airport. I'm so mean to Newark. Okay, everybody is. Big Condor, hi, good morning. Welcome. Stacy says, good morning, Liv. I'm having honeycombs for breakfast this morning. Again, I have still never had honeycombs. I gotta say, I've never had it. And you always make you want cereal. You're like the Seinfeld. You know what, Stacy? You're the Seinfeld of the show. I love it. Do you might remember that? On Seinfeld, they had the cereal boxes. Did you know they were alphabetized on the shelves? You probably knew that. That's probably something that we all know. Interesting. Okay, so let's read. Anna has an article that she thinks our friend Kate will absolutely dig and love when Kate gets here. So let's start on it. Let's start reading it. Hi, Big Condor. Good morning. I'm so glad you're talking to me. Hello. Sheila says, no. Sheila was from New Jersey. Would you eat off of the Newark airport floor, Sheila? Why would you I get like you want your kid to have like scientific like super genes, but that's taking it to a level that I'm not comfortable with. Yeah, Sheila says, heck no. Like I said, yeah, thank you, Big Condor. No, I would not. No, do not eat in Newark. Headline, do not let your kid eat off the Newark airport floor. Headline. Stacey says, I want to eat on an airport floor of any kind of floor. No, I know, but it's funny if we make fun of Newark at the same time. Like it's a both and. Okay, and are you ready with the article? Here we go. The sports bra bar showing only women's sports opens. Okay, so they're going to get called sexist and unconstitutional the way that women only gym and try. I don't know what that says. Okay. Sorry, Anna. Okay, what are we saying? This is an article, and it's a sports bar, but they named it sports bra. Okay, and what is it? It's in Portland. That makes sense. Anyone can find a bar that shows men's sports. Oh, but Janine Nguyen wanted to change that and opened a bar in Portland, Oregon that only shows women's sports. That's interesting. The sports bar bra. Dang it. Is it weird that I automatically thought of Hooters and I thought it was just gonna be women serving men in sports bras? Like, isn't that wouldn't that be what men would want? They would be like, yes, could you please give me wings and beer whilst wearing a sports bra? Like, that's totally what I thought this was going to be. So this is fantastic. I'm so here for this. Yeah, Mindy said this is magic. Thank you, Portland. I am so here for this. The sports bra opened its doors this month in Northeast Portland with a, quote, mission to make great food and delicious drinks and provide a space that supports, empowers, and promotes girls and women in sports and the community. Anna, this is fantastic. When I first set out on this journey to open up, I had no idea the impact it would have on so many so quickly, said Gwen. And we are just getting started. Oh my God, I love her. Can we interview her? I think you should try to reach out and see if we could get her on the show. The bar features 5 televisions and offers standard pub foods like burgers, sliders, tater tots. Yes, I love bar food. Nguyen said some of the recipes will be from women in her family. That's so precious. And she plans to source ingredients from women-owned businesses. The statistics about girls and women dropping out of sports are staggering, she added. Quote, girls who play sports have higher self-esteem and more positive body image. The bra will be more than just a place to view women's sports. It gives people a space to be together and celebrate. It can start with a viewing and then expand to how that could grow into a larger movement. This is revolutionary. The idea for the sports bra started in April 2018 after Nguyen and a few friends wanted to watch the NCAA Women's Championship game. They were able to watch it at a local bar, but they sat in a corner and watched it on a tiny television, she said. According to 2021 USC Purdue University study, 95% of total television coverage, as well as ESPN highlights, the show SportsCenter, focuses on men's sports. That was in 2019. I don't think anybody shocked by that. Nguyen said she wants to make up for the remaining percentage. If there aren't any women's sports being broadcasted, the televisions may be turned off. But Nguyen said she's working with media companies to show more women's sports. Quote, the more attention we draw to viewers demanding women's sports coverage, the more power we'll have in the community to push for change and equity, she continued. Wow. Here's what I love about this. Not just the whole, listen, this is going to be a shock to everyone. I am not an athlete. Not at all. I never was. Well, you know what? That's so funny. Actually, I say that, and this is shocking. I was actually really fast. I could run really fast. I had a good time period when I was younger that I could really go fast, which is kind of in my family. My mom was a really fast sprinter. She was in track, went to stayed in track and things like that, and her brothers as well. And I have a cousin who played for Rice University. He went on to play for the NFL, and he was beyond fast. He has records at our high school and at Rice that can never be broken, that can only be tied. So I think I had maybe a chance at one point that I could have been a contender. Yeah, I could have, but I didn't. I wasn't. But yeah, so that's not what really speaks to me in this article. Although I do have a lot of friends who are female athletes, both in college. Do I have anybody professional? I do have one friend that plays professional female football. I do. That is true. Angie has played for a long time. And we used to have a team in Houston, I think. But I had a lot of girlfriends who played sports in college. They were fantastic to go watch. It was just wonderful to go watch. But what I really love about this article, what I really dig about the whole thing, is someone saw a problem instead of just complaining about it. Kind of bringing it up, making an issue, being negative, just kind of bitter and angry. she saw this issue and was like, you know what, this isn't cool. Like I'm not okay with this. And instead of just like being annoyed by it, she found a solution, and not just a solution, it's really creative and it's empowering and it's revolutionary. Like nobody else has ever done that before. So to find something in 2022 to do on the planet that no one has done, I think is incredible. Like that's sensational. So that's what I really admire about the article. Like it's really inspiring, not just to put a focus on women's sports and equality and what that looks like, and how to bring a part of this whole conversation about everyone can be included and to showcase everybody's gifts and talents, especially in the athletic world, and how we need to shift that conversation. And there's a lot going on with women's sports right now. Like there's a lot of conversation around it for a lot of different reasons. There's a lot of stuff that's happening in that whole space. But what I really love is that she saw something, she didn't like it, and she came up with a really creative solution. And it sounds magnificent. Like it makes me want to go to Portland. You know what I mean? Like it makes me want to go to Portland, and it makes me want to jump in and go support her and give her my money and eat tater tots. So let's ask Kate what she thinks. Kate is here with Kate and Will. Hi.
You have to tell me. You have to tell me what you were talking about, because I've only just rushed in.
I know. I am. But hi, hello. I'm in New York City, Kate. I'm in
there it is. There it is. That's like proper New York.
Yeah, it is. I'm in Times Square. Like the ball is right there.
Oh yeah.
So if you want, it's kind of like, we can
watch
it
from the top of the tower.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I can't really get it anyway. So I was just reading an article about a woman who just opened the first sports bar that only will show women's sports. Like,
awesome!
Have you heard of that?
No, I haven't heard of it. It's amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
Whereabouts?
In Portland, Oregon.
Oh.
And isn't that lovely? And so it's called the Sports Bar. And so she was trying to watch a women's championship game, and she couldn't find it anywhere. And when she finally did, her friends and her were like they could watch it on a little tiny screen, like in the corner of a sports bar. And she was like, that's ridiculous. So they're never going to show male sports. They're only going to show female sports.
It'll be like going into a whole other land.
I mean, isn't that crazy?
So I never watched women's sports when I was a kid, really.
Right?
Nope, never watched them, apart from maybe tennis. Tennis, obviously.
Tennis.
But about 2 years ago, the England netball team were like in the Commonwealth Games and won it. And we woke up at like 4 a.m. My daughter and I woke up at 4 a.m. We were in France at the time, and watched the semi-finals and the finals. And it's that thing of, it's like when I watched Girls, and things happened on the screen that you're like, I didn't realize that wasn't happening. And it was only when you see it and you go, that was it. And I found that to be a really important moment in my life and my daughter's experience as well. And she plays netball now all the time. And I'm not saying from that one moment, but it's seeing women in that space is, was it Sheryl Sandberg says that you can't be what you can't see, and to see it, you go, oh. So I love that. I love that. From the point of view of, you'd go to that sports bar just to discover what sports you could watch.
Yeah. Yeah. And know their names. These women who've been, training their whole lives, and we don't know them. We know Serena Williams, we know Venus Williams, we know
and the progression from that,
3 of them.
The progression from that is huge, because even I went and watched our local netball league team, and it's like Premier League, like top level netball. And someone said to me, "Oh, that woman who's playing goal attack, she's amazing. She plays netball for England, and she's also a doctor." And it's like the change that will come if we can grow the audience in women's sports is that the finances will start going that way, and women can just play sport. It'll be like an actual progression. It'll be amazing.
Well, look, you and me, we'll go to Portland and we'll give her all of our money.
Oh yeah. I'll go stick a bird on it and all that.
I love it. Oh, Kate, it's so great to see you. Stacy's saying hello to you. Friend, tell me, what is going on in your show? It's over. I'm digging into your time already.
I know, it's fine. I've got to work out if I can share a screen. That's the most exciting thing. I'm going to do the next one.
We just do this together. Okay, go ahead.
I know. So what we're going to say? What am I going to say? Oh yes, on the show today, an hour of positivity, as always. We've got potato
Yes.
news, Gordon Ramsay news, and Dolly Parton news. What more could you want?
Yes.
There's a
I
quiz. We've got some activities that you can do to stay positive. And I've brought my blanket because it's cold.
Good. This is like a
I'm
perfect day
saving
to me.
pennies.
You look adorable. You look absolutely precious. Kate, I
Oh,
love you to pieces.
you too,
So
babe.
fantastic to see you.
You too, as
We will
always.
see you soon. Thank you, friend. Thank you. Thank you. So good. Mwah, mwah, mwah. You guys, that is Kate with Kate and Will. She's the next show coming up right now from 9 to 10. You don't want to miss her. How absolutely adorable and fantastic is she? After Kate and Will, you're going to see Get On Up with Jamie Renee from 10 to 12. And then you're going to have from 12 to 2, the Anthony Davis Show, 2 to 4, your pal Hal. And then 4 to 6, you're going to have Mario Smith with The Drive. That's all from me today. And I'm sorry I went a little long, but I love everybody here. I got to be honest. So don't go anywhere. I will see you guys tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. for my last day, coming to you live from New York City. I'll see you then. Wow. Bye, everybody.